Is starting. It is on. Hello, good evening. Sorry about the late start. I was actually hopping on one leg all the way back from church, and of course, it took a little bit longer than I expected. So I apologize for getting here a little bit later than we wanted to. We wanted to start at 9. Presentation takes about 30 minutes, so we will skim through it. I'm a fast talker as it is, so I might talk a little fast. I might go through a lot of information, and that's because there is a lot of information. It's hard for us to talk all about coaching and about all the aspects, all the benefits, and all of the things that you need to know, and do so in half an hour. But we have practiced doing this, so we should be good to go. So for those of you that don't know me or seeing me for the very first time, my name is Bianca O'Brien. I am a 3-star diamond coach. I've been coaching for about 4 years. It's going to be 5 in October. I am a mom. I have 3 kids. I have 3 girls. I'm married. I live in Florida, and I have the blessing that it is to run my business right alongside my best friend, Kristen Richards, who is going to be co-hosting the call. Kristen, you want to say hi?
Hi, guys. I just want to do a quick shout out on Bianca and her mom clothes. She looks very cozy. There we go. I was feeling a little uncomfortable because, I'm sitting here in my tank top. I've been trying to convince myself to work out for the past 4 hours and haven't been able to, but this girl, I went and checked her Instagram stories because that's what we do as coaches, and on social media, we get to see what's going on with our friends. And this girl broke her leg and is working out with a cast. She's modifying, completely safe. Doctor cleared her. I'm totally inspired. So if you need some inspiration, you need to go follow her. She can drop her Instagram handle because now I'm all fired up, and I just wanted to look at her arms because I know she worked them really good today. So sorry. Yeah, I'm excited about the call and just to share with you guys what we do and how we have fun and how we're able to kind of, create a life by our design because of what we get to do and by, sharing what we love. So I'm excited. Let's do this, girl. You ready?
A lot of fun. So I'm going to share presentation here. So I have a PowerPoint slide just because I am a little squirrel and I'll get to talking about a million other things. But yeah, it's exactly what Kristen said. We do have a lot of fun doing this. It's okay. You got it to stay where it needs to be. So you might see us, might not see us, but you will see the PowerPoint slide. So it is a lot of fun. Like Kristen said, we started this business together. We're going to go a little bit into our stories. I actually have my slides, your slide first, but I'm going to go ahead and pull mine so I can start, and then I'll go back to yours, Kristen. But I said a little bit about me, but a lot of people are curious as to how I got started on this business. I actually, I'm just a mom. I don't have any kind of business background or social media expertise. I did not sign up to be a coach because I wanted to run a business. I actually signed up because I was beyond frustrated with my weight gain from my second pregnancy. I had a really hard time getting pregnant. And when I finally did, the doctor thought it would be a good idea to tone down on my 5-mile run a day. And that's what I used to do. And as a scared mom, I didn't want to have another miscarriage. I listened, and I didn't know, I was literally so scared. I thought my uterus was going to fall off if I ran. So I actually listened to what the doctor told me, and I was a complete couch potato. And to complete that, I have a really, really great obsession with cake, and so I ate a lot of that, and I didn't really worry about getting overweight or anything like that because I've been active my entire life. I've always loved exercise, and I've always stayed active. I've never really had a problem losing weight, and so I didn't really worry when I was gaining weight. I just figured once I had the baby, I was going to lose it and everything was going to be great. And so what ended up happening was we moved in the meantime, and then we moved to Florida. And after my baby was born, all things that I knew to do to lose weight were not working. So I tried to run, and my daughter was super difficult. Hated the stroller, hated the car seat, hated everything. She would just cry, and it was just so frustrating. It was hot. I waited for my husband to come home, but my husband he does jujitsu, and so he would come home and he would want to go to his jujitsu. I never had time to go to a gym. Like I called the gyms, they wouldn't take her because she was too little. And so one thing on top of the other, I felt hopeless. I really didn't know how I was going to get started. Like I wanted to lose the weight, but I really didn't know what to do. I had an idea that I needed to eat better, but I didn't the stress just compounded, and like my postpartum depression just kind of like took over, and I really just kind of like sulked and let it take over me. And then finally, until like about 8 months into, 8 months after my daughter was born, I was introduced to Beachbody and the idea of these home workout programs. And I thought to myself, like, this has got to be like the best solution that I could think of right now. And so I got started doing that. It was actually, Kristen had just signed up to be a coach. So she called me, and when your friend tells you to do something, you just do it. I didn't want to drink a shake. I didn't want to follow the nutrition. I didn't want to do anything, but I saw her results, and she was getting amazing results. And so I was like, I want to do what you're doing, because whatever you're doing is working and whatever I'm doing is not working. So I just followed her lead, and she's been my source of inspiration since then. She saw the business opportunity. She ran with it. I did not, but I wanted to do what she was doing. And so I just kind of used her, because she really paved the way for me to see what was possible, not just with my fitness journey, but also in the business. I was like, well, if she can do it, I can do it, because I knew her. And so it just made it all possible. And I'll let her share a little bit of her story with you guys.
Woohoo! Yes, it is so incredibly true. Bianca and I met in nursing school. I was the young 22-year-old girl who had an infant, was going to school, working as a server. And it was just a crazy time. And when you are in the zone of something and you really need a support system, Bianca was like my big sister, and she kept me on track and focus, and we learned how to help one another. So I really believe that building something with somebody, whether it's a marriage, a friendship, a business, a job, you really learn the skill sets needed through communication and through working together on projects and challenges and figuring out the different learning styles and bouncing ideas off of one another. So I truly believe in community. I believe in tribe. I believe in having friendships. And this is coming from somebody who, for a really long time, didn't trust a whole lot of people. I didn't really have time for friends, so I became a mom at 20 years old, and I ended having children at 31. I'm now 32. So I've gone through a lot of life changes. I went through my 20s really goal-oriented. I wanted to accomplish the things, even though there was a couple of roadblocks. Bianca was the same way. So my husband and I, we have been together now for 13 years. We have 3 boys. We're from Fredericksburg, Virginia. First goal on the agenda was, even though we had a child, I was determined to finish my career and my schooling. It was very important to me as a female in my family to do that. So did that, got that dream job of being a labor and delivery nurse. That has always been a dream of mine. And seeing that come to life in 2010, when people said it wasn't possible in a brand new hospital, I saw myself there, and I got there. And it has been an incredible 8 years on that unit. I went into it with a second pregnancy. I gained 90 pounds. I ended the pregnancy with a lot of weight to lose. That first year wasn't coming off. Was told that I was going to have to go on blood pressure medicine, thyroid medicine, cholesterol. I had an overactive bladder, TMI, I know, but y'all, you have to hear. My health was in a crisis, and understanding the background, the science, the nerd in me of what was happening in my body, I had to really reflect as to what was I doing. And I had gone years of just running nonstop with school and stress, and thinking that after nursing school, this magical, I have a job, everything's gonna, ease out. And no, it got worse. And my habits caught up to me. And after 25, our metabolism pretty much starts slowing down, 1 to 4% per year until we die. So I was already climbing an uphill battle. I was in my postpartum period. At this point, I had 2 children, and there was no outlet. I had nothing, and I got into desperation mode. So maybe you are somebody too who has tried Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers. You tried starving yourself. You tried going to the gym, eat less, work out more, drink water, cut out soda, do the crazy cayenne lemon pepper, go on Pinterest and have all these ideas and everybody giving you their theories and diets. And I crashed. I didn't know who to turn to, who to trust, where to go until I discovered clean eating and finding a workout routine. So that was what propelled me in 2011. And I shared my journey every step of the way. So before I even knew there was an opportunity of sharing transformations, a lot of you may be watching this, maybe you have started your own journey and you are sharing on social media. And that's incredible because that's what I did for 2 years of helping others, getting them motivated, giving them meal plans. I was like, you know what, if I can do this and if I can crack the code as a mom and as a nurse, then what needs to happen? So I started paying it forward and I fell in love with holistic health coaching. And I signed up to be a coach in October 2013, and that is all she wrote. I now have built a full-time business with this company, Beachbody, and I now work as a labor and delivery nurse, but as a hobby. A lot of people have asked, why do you still work? Why do you still have this job? And it's because I have a heart and passion for it. And when you get to design your time and the flexibility around it, it is such a liberating feeling to say, hey, I don't feel like doing this. I don't need to do this. I want to be here. This is where I'm going to be. My kids, I'm not going to miss activities. I'm not going to miss activities. And so we're really excited to just share that with you guys tonight of how you can be involved in this. And maybe you're already doing the steps that we were doing beforehand. And so we want to invite you into this.
Unmute myself. Yeah, my kids are screaming, so I had to mute myself. So yeah, it's crazy to think back. It's 2013. Oh my gosh, it's going to be 5 years, and to really go back on our vision and our mission that when we started this. I mean, when we left nursing school, we used to have this joke that we used to play around and say that we were going to save the world, and we really didn't know what that meant at that time. We just knew that we had a passion for health, and we knew that we had a passion for taking care of others. And I remember just getting started as a coach and thinking, I really didn't have like the belief in myself that I had what it took to be a good coach. I wasn't a fitness coach. I wasn't a personal trainer. I didn't have any fitness expertise. I was still 65 pounds overweight. I was just like, there is no way that anybody's going to want this, fatty. And this is how I used to refer to myself as their coach. I wouldn't have anything to offer. And so I really, just thinking back to where I was, 65 pounds overweight and coming out off of like a really bad depression. I was in no shape to even be somebody's coach, but then to have somebody just instill that faith in me and say, yes, you can. And then to have those first people that you help and get those messages and see people coming off of like blood pressure medication, my own father, and just helping people like even getting off insulin, because I was helping them, because I was being that beacon of light for them. And so it really only took one message of one person that I helped for me to have that faith in myself and say, wow, I really do have something to offer. And, as a coach, one of your daily activities is going to be work on yourself and work on your personal growth and your personal development. And that was something I did. I picked up a book of personal development, which, because I was a coach, that's what they told me to do. And I had never done anything like that before, but I picked up a book by Tony Robbins. And I can honestly say that book, it completely changed my life. I became somebody who craved growth, who understood my potential, who started understanding that I too could be that person that would help people, that would empower others to see themselves, their worth, their self-worth. And that's really what our team's about. So nobody here really is, a personal trainer. Nobody here has we are not at our perfect bodies. We do go weights or anything like that. We're really just working on ourselves daily. We do our programs, we drink our shakes, we work on our bodies, but we also work on our minds. And it's that little growth pattern that we're in. This is, as Tony Robbins says, it's progress is equal to happiness. So when you're making progress in your life and you're getting yourself out of the situations that you're in, you're helping yourself get better, you attract people who are on that same pattern of growth. So most likely you're watching this video and you got interested in this because you're probably on that growth pattern yourself. You may not have the resources or the tools or the know-how of how to help yourself, but that is what this team has to offer you. So basically that's who we are. We're people who are working on ourselves daily, and we are helping other people work on themselves as well.
Yeah. So how what's that?
I was going to tell you to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you know me. So how can you take what you're already doing? Maybe you are somebody who is already doing what we do by posting, by sharing, by being on social media, by being online. I see so many people that I think would be phenomenal coaches who watch my Instagram stories or they support my posts, and I absolutely appreciate it. And I love the fact that I get to reach out to them and kind of just get to know them, get to know their goals, get to know what they desire, what fulfills them. And then I get to say, you know what? You would be somebody perfect for what we do. We come together as a community. We set up challenges within ourselves. You know, it's so much easier to be around people who understand your lifestyle. So if you're a mom, if you work as a nurse, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're a single parent, if you're somebody who is in a wheelchair and you can't even move, like my gorgeous co-host right now, she broke her leg, she's still doing this lifestyle. So we really come together and we show others how we do this in our own style, following plans that are already created by personal trainers, by registered dietitians, by the experts. We don't have to be that, but we get to say, hey, here's a plan. Let's follow it. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's share. Let's cheer each other on. And that's what we do. And guess what? Our groups, I kid you not, get some of the most phenomenal results from people who had no idea that they even had this burning fire inside of them to actually complete something. Like they've never thought that they could do it. And the empowerment that comes from that, they take off, they're excited, they want to tell their friends. And now guess what? We're saving the world. We're getting people healthy. They're getting healthy. Everybody's getting a car. No, I'm just kidding. We just keep each other in line. And like I said earlier, when you don't feel like doing something, you don't want to let your team down, right? So you check in, you see what's happening, you love on each other, and we do this together. So yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, it really is like a ripple effect. You don't realize how much of an impact just one person can have when it's not just one person that you're helping an entire family, and that entire family, those kids, and just the ripple effect of what we do. It's really amazing, and it really is a rewarding job. I actually left nursing about 2 years ago to work full time as a coach, and I loved being a nurse. It was great. I can't say that I didn't enjoy it. I loved it, but I feel like I'm making such an impact. I really felt as a healthcare professional like I wasn't really having the opportunity as much as I wanted to help people. I felt like I was just putting a Band-Aid on the situation. I was passing pills, and I wasn't really caring for people. Even though I was caring for them, I wasn't really caring for them because I felt like they were going to leave and they were going to be right back to where they were. And now I feel like I give them tools that they can help themselves. I work on the preventive side. And so I'm not just helping that one person that I'm helping, I'm actually helping an entire family. And it's really, really rewarding to be on this side of things. But then you may be wondering, okay, that sounds like great. That sounds like it's all great, but like, what do I get out of it? Like, it's a lot of work. And I won't lie, you guys, I won't sugarcoat it. It is a lot of work. If you have aspirations of taking this somewhere, of maybe leaving your job like I did, if you want to be home for your kids and you want to make this your full-time career, it is going to take work and it's going to take sacrifice. You can, of course, start like I started, where I really wasn't sure if this was for me. So I was really a hobby coach. And I kid you not, I built my business working 1 hour a day on the days that I was off. So it can be done on whatever time you have available. It really is going to depend on what goals you set for yourself. The benefits of being a coach, if all else fails and you really, really suck you are at least going to be a healthier, happier version of yourself. So worst case scenario is you get a great, you get healthier. But basically, you get in shape, you get to be your own boss. Like Kristen and I, it doesn't really matter who you sign up with on our team. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. You're going to tell us how you want to run your business based on the goals that you set for yourself. And we're going to help you set those goals. I find that a lot of times, when I first sign up people, I have this call with them and I want to know their goals, and I ask them what visions they have for their lives. And what I end up finding is that a lot of people don't have a vision. They don't set goals, and they just get through life. They just go one day at a time, just going through life. And what I ask them at first is like, okay, what mountains are you climbing? Like what goals, what are you actually achieving on a day-to-day basis? Because if you're not climbing a mountain, there's no way you're going to be able to have that view from the top to actually create that vision for your life. So these are the things that we help you with. And these are benefits that you're going to get from being a coach, because you're going to learn to goal set, to the parts of goal setting and just reaching those goals, those small little those goals that are measurable, that you can actually accomplish on a day-to-day basis. Because by climbing those, you're going to gain the confidence that it takes for you to climb that mountain and to actually have a vision for your life. So you earn supplemental income. That's all great. There's the compensation plan's amazing. We're not going to go into details about them, but you earn commissions for everything that people purchase from your website. You also get some bonuses. I think we'll talk a little bit about it in a bit if we have time. But you do have a number of rewards every month. You get rewarded for helping 3 people. You get trips that are all paid for yourself and for your family. Those pictures are actually from this last year. We went to Punta Cana, all paid for, and I actually took my whole family, not just my immediate family. I took my girls and my husband, but I also took my father and my cousin along that journey. And it was really nice to have an all-inclusive 4-day trip paid for to Cancun. Was really cool. They were appreciative of it. You work hard and they see you working hard, and they see you earn these trips, and it means something to them. You get to surround yourself with positive people. We are in this team all about community. We do our workouts together. We get together once a week to chat about our goals, to do team trainings. We go to Super Saturday events together. I mean, we are all about community. Why? Because we understand that, in order for you to be able to reach your goals, you need to be surrounded with people who are going to encourage you and uplift you, and not people that are going to try to tear you down and talk you out of the things that you want for your life. So I'll let Kristen talk about like what our team trainings are like and how you can be successful, because I know a lot of people wonder about that.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of people, when they come into this, they sign up and they're like, okay, I want to like go, I want to run, I want to do this. And it's like, yes, that's the excitement and the energy. So we get really excited, we sign up, and then we're kind of like, all right, what's next? So the beauty of this business now versus when we started is there is $1 million business opportunity in the coach training back office our company has provided. They have gone to the top of the top leaders over the years. They have collected the exact step-by-step training that these coaches have used that have built $1 million businesses. And that is so amazing, because we didn't have that in the beginning. We were kind of figuring it out on our own from coaches who were successful. So there's no reinventing the wheel at all. We all have different learning styles. Some of us are visual, some of us are, auditory, some of us have literally 15 minutes a day, and that's it to build a business, because life is demanding. There is training for any category that you could imagine. One-on-one calls just like this. There is support from your upline. We pair people up with success partners. We come from the #1 team 4 years in a row, and it has been passed down one by one to each coach. Now, we can't tell you who's going to be successful and who's not and whatnot, but the people who are successful are the ones who get really consistent. They get really laser focused on what they want. They have clarity in their life. They are determined, and they are going to make it happen. And whether that takes time in a challenge group where they're working on themselves and they're taking in little bite-sized pieces to kind of get themselves fired up and the confidence and the belief, to people like me who came into this fully committed and pledged to the lifestyle of taking in portion controlled whole foods and a workout routine with superfood blends. That spoke to me. I believed in it. It wasn't a quick fix. This is not going to be anything quick. Anything that's worth having, long lasting, is taking daily set goals through a consistent time. So it's pretty cool when you think about it, that you get to start something and you are going to have somebody who is going to encourage you and want you and wants to be there and see you succeed more than they do probably for themselves. And that is the beauty of, I think, this company and the whole concept of multi-level marketing. I think people get it misconstrued, but my success is directly related to my coach's success and vice versa. We're a team and we have to work together. And because of that, everybody benefits.
So true. So true. There are a lot of misconceptions. You're right. I didn't even know. Like, people asked, the other day, somebody asked me, like, what were you thinking when you first joined? You know, I was being interviewed and somebody asked, like, what was your idea of network marketing when you first started? And I was like, I didn't even know it was a network marketing company. I think Beachbody does such a good job of separating themselves in the mission and really leading with that, rather than just signing up a body. Like, we're not salespeople. We don't push products. We really encourage our coaches to, like, do a survey, find out what people's goals are, help them where they are. Don't push the products, give them options of things that they can select for themselves. Because I think at the end of the day, especially when we're talking about fitness, we all know that there is not one thing that works for everybody. And I know there's a lot of misconceptions out there, and the media does a really good job of lying to people and making them think that the last, fad diet is the way to go. But we don't believe that. We believe the only thing that can help people lose weight and do it happily and in a long-term fashion is by giving them the 3 pillars of weight loss, which is really fitness, nutrition, and support. You really can't, you need those 3 things working together in order to make it happen. And I think that we nail it when it comes to that. And that's why we're really the leading company when it comes to weight loss and just health. But okay, so let's say you're interested and you want to sign up and you're just wondering, okay, what is it going to cost me? It's really incredible what Beachbody does. They really encourage us as coaches to be the marketing for the company. So they make this very affordable so that, because we are the pillars of Beachbody. So if you decide to sign up as a coach, you're not obligated to buy anything. You can just sign up with a $39.95 fee. It's a one-time fee. You never have to pay it again. But you don't have to get any products if you sign up with just the fee. We do encourage you, though, especially on this team, to start off with a challenge pack. And a challenge pack is a package that you get in your house. It's going to come with both the fitness, the nutrition, and the support, which is going to get you into one of our challenge groups. Like, we have one starting on Monday. That's for a new program, which is really awesome. 4 days a week, 30, 40-minute workouts. You really can't beat it. Very flexible eating. Great program, great time for anybody that's wanting to sign up as a coach. It's actually also on sale. So if you get that challenge pack, the reason why we encourage you guys to do that is because as a coach, you really are going to be a product of the product. So you're going to be talking about what you're doing, and you're going to be sharing that on social media. It's called attraction marketing. And that is the reason why we are not salespeople. Attraction marketing is very, very it's very effective, and when it's done well, and we have kind of nailed it with this team. Reason being, you're here on this call. You got attracted to it for a reason. And so we're going to teach you how to do that. And the way we know how to teach you to do that is by helping you get your own transformation. So you start off with a fitness challenge. You will be an apprentice coach in that fitness challenge group. You're going to see how we run the challenge group, and then we're going to encourage you to run your own groups. We have a team one every month that you can participate and join, but we really want you to put your own flair into it. And once you start getting your own customers and clients, you're going to want to coach them your way. So we will empower you, give you guides, we'll train you on how to do that, but typically it takes about a 2 to 3 month period until you're comfortable doing that. So if you join with the challenge pack, they vary in price. They have a very, very different price range. So it starts with $140 going all the way up to $400 and something. It doesn't matter which one you start off with. You're going to go with the one that is best for you, your goals, your budget. But any challenge pack gives you that coach sign up fee waived. Also, if you're a military personnel or a wife of military personnel, then you also get that fee waived. And then an ongoing business fee that you would have to pay as a coach is of $15.95, and that is each month you get billed that, and that gives you, that just pretty much covers all your websites, your tech support, customer service, and it also gives you 25% discount on all products. So it kind of like pays for itself. There are never any cancellation fees. So if you join to be a coach, let's say you start off with the challenge pack, you try it for 30 days. On day 29, you're like, not for me. I don't want to do this. You cancel. You don't have to pay the $15.95. You're basically a coach for 29 days without having to pay anything for it. So you really can test the waters that way. There's no hidden costs, no surprise fees, or we're telling you guys what it is right now so that you know exactly what you'll be paying. If you're put on our fast track to coaching training, our goal there is to help you help 3 people in your first month as a coach, and that more than covers your challenge pack. So it is our goal for you guys to do that. Obviously, if that is your goal, sometimes people just want to join because they want the discounts. That's definitely how I did it. I didn't really have an interest in starting a business, but I did want the 25% discount, and I wanted to get my own results first until, and then decide if I wanted to coach someone. And that's exactly what I did. And at that point, once I lost I lost 33 pounds in 2 months. So obviously I didn't even have to start the business. People were asking me, what the heck are you doing? Because scrubs were falling off of me. So, that may be very well what happens to you. Maybe you're a challenger and you're past that. Like, you've done your challenge, you know how it works, and people are asking you, and that's how you got on this call. So if that's your case, just know that even if you bought a challenge pack in the past, you can get that fee waived as well. It's just a matter of signing up, paying the $40, and then we'll send a form for reimbursement for you. But so you didn't miss your shot. You can also get another challenge pack if you want. But I just wanted to cover all the costs with you guys, and then Kristen's gonna close this up with how you sign up.
Yep. So right now we are super pumped and excited because we are getting ready to launch a brand new challenge group that starts on Monday. So literally, if you order today, you should have your supplies in time to start with us Monday. Why am I so excited about this challenge group in particular is because it's a brand new program called Lift 4, where it's incorporating HIIT training along with weight training. It's 4 days a week, 3 rest days. I have been working out for 40 to 60 minutes, 6 days a week since January. I know I had really big goals this year in January. And also, I am incorporating and getting my husband on board. My husband has never done a program with me since I've become a coach. He has been my hardest challenger. And so if it's taken me this amount of time for him to believe in what I do and now believe it in the program, he is really the prime example of picking your path and watching me do what I was doing. He is a discount coach. He has been drinking Shakeology. Some days he doesn't. He's military, so he does not have to pay $16 a month for his fee. Now it's kind of, okay, he has a full-time job and he loves the products, obviously, because of what they've done for myself. And because of this, we both have been earning extra income. So we both have separate businesses, except for I'm a business builder where I came into this all in. I signed up, maxed out our credit card with a challenge pack for myself. I gave myself, I said, okay, I'm committing to this. I'm doing this. What do I need to do? I asked my upline coach, give me what I need to do. Give me a roadmap. And she really did. She gave me tasks that I could check off each day. I made it happen. I started a group just like we're going to do on Monday. I was so excited. I had never done a Beachbody program and I had never drank Shakeology or any of the supplements. And because of the belief in what I had in this business, in what the business concept was around, I was still successful. So Bianca was saying, she wanted to see and wait for results. A lot of people do that. But I came into this full-fledged. I came in straight as a business builder around a full-time job. You can totally do that, or you can pick your own goals. We work with you to decide. You're the CEO. You're the business owner. You tell us. We're just mentors at this point. We can help you every step of the way. Now, the second part of my journey was I became pregnant as a coach. I didn't have a transformation except for growing a big belly. I was still a coach. I was a hobby coach where I was still running challenge groups. I wasn't able to participate in what they were doing, but I modified. I was doing what Bianca's doing right now with her husband when we start Monday. We get to pick what we want to do. And she's still a business builder. So she doesn't have a transformation at this time. She probably won't get one with this program because she's not using all her extremities. But going back with my postpartum journey, I put out my first 6-week postpartum picture with my third baby. I gained 60 pounds with that pregnancy because I had a food aversion to meats. So I ate a lot of carbs to keep me full. And I packed on the weight and I said, you know what? I don't have a transformation right now, but I want you to watch me. And I want you to watch me fly. And every single step of the way, every bit of the pain that I went through trying and failing and just wanting it so bad. My mind was like, you could do these moves before. Now you just can't even jump. You can't even touch your toes. Your stomach hangs over everything. Like, none of my clothes fit. But I just kept going. I didn't stop. I didn't give up. I didn't let anybody stop me because I knew in the long term, this was going to happen for me. And now I have successfully taken off those 60 pounds. I am still flying. This is the comeback season. This is exciting. People are getting results. 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, thousands of people have been helped with my influence, Bianca's influence, and our team's influence. And to me, if I am giving a service or a product that I know is going to help somebody's life, their health, their financial situation, it's amazing to come from a place of understanding like I was and like Bianca was, and to give this gift to you, pay it forward to you, and give you the opportunity to see what you have inside. You have potential and purpose inside of you that you probably don't even know exists because you're so distracted and burnt out with everything going on around you. So right now, I need you to believe in yourself for like 2 minutes and think to yourself, what do I need right now? What is it that I need right now in my life that would make things run a little bit easier? Think about that, because if you share that with us, I guarantee we're going to give you a solution, and we are going to believe in you and help you every step of the way.
Yeah, your story was so inspiring. Seeing you get back, to chip-free baby weight with Carter is really, really inspiring.
And what's crazy is you go from people are like, yeah, cheering you on when you lose weight, to now people are questioning, you're too skinny, you're getting too skinny, and it's like, no, this is my baseline. This is what I was before I had kids. So everybody's always going to have something to say when it comes to health and then when it comes to body image, because we all have different stories and storylines with it. So watching people tackle and share their tackles outright, I think is what's inspiring. Wouldn't you agree? Like, she's doing it. She's sharing why she's struggling, how she's overcoming it. That's what I respond to versus just somebody putting a picture up and they're like, buy this. It's like, well, why?
Yeah, no, and I mean, seeing social media and like attraction marketing done right will definitely make you make the icky stuff just look even ickier, and you understand why it doesn't work. And I think a lot of times people are scared of coaching because they see it done wrong, because people, I'm going to be honest, I see a lot of people doing it wrong. And you know what? There is a right way and a wrong way of doing things. And when your heart is in the right place, when you are in the right team and the team has a mission, and they carry out, something where they are really putting people first, it speaks to people. I think that's like 99% of our success where it comes from. Our people care. They're not in this to make a quick buck. They're here because they want to help people. As cliche as that sounds, this is truly what we get to do on a daily basis, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of everything. I'm proud of every single coach on this team, because I know the ones that come in with the wrong mindset, that they come in with the wrong motives, they don't last around us. It really is either you fall into the mission, you kind of buy into it, and you join arms with us and you do it together, or you're really gonna be them like, I don't want to be here, which is fine. And I think we're doing our job right if we are casting those, that vision out so well that we get the right people to join us.
Right. Because it's a lot of work, and people, if they're in that employee mindset where they feel they're putting this amount of work and energy into something and they're not getting what they feel they deserve in return, then that's when we really dig deep and figure out, well, what is it about this that is keeping you motivated and in the game? And so that's why we, like Bianca said earlier, we really dig deep into helping you figure out what it is you need in your life, what is missing, what needs to be worked on, what needs to be fixed. And I've learned, I would say, Bianca, you could agree, I think I've learned more about myself in the past 5 years. It's not even 5 years. We signed up in October, so it was more like 4 years and 2 months, about ourselves than we ever have. And all of the traditional society, going to school.
Purpose, I think everybody's looking for it. It's not a new concept. Everybody wants purpose. Nobody wants to work for money. It's like that old story of like, there's a guy, he's like, okay, I'm going to do an experiment. He hires 100 people, and he says, I'm going to pay you each $5 to come here today. And you're going to dig, for the first half of the day, you're going to dig a hole. And you're going to dig that hole, and then at the second half of the day, you're going to fill that hole back up. And I'm going to give you $5 an hour for doing that. And so the 100 people went, okay, great. They went and did it. So the second day, so then at the end of that day, they say, okay, we want you all to come back. And, you're going to do the same exact thing. You're going to dig the hole, and then you're going to fill it back up in the second half of the day. And we're going to pay you double. We're going to pay you $10 an hour. And about half of the people came back. So then so at the end of that day, they said the same thing. The next day, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to dig the hole, and you're going to fill it back up, and we're going to give you double. So now they're making $20 an hour. And about a quarter of those original 100 people showed up. And then they said the same thing at the end of that day. They said, you come back tomorrow and you guys are going to get double. So you're going to make $40 an hour to do this exact same thing. And next day, nobody showed up. Why? Because they didn't have a purpose. It's never about the money. People don't care about the money. They care about the purpose. What are they doing, and what is it for? How is it helping him? How is it helping them? And how is it helping others? At the end of the day, if what you're doing today doesn't have purpose, it doesn't matter how much money you're making. You're always going to feel empty and void, and you're always going to be looking for that one thing that's going to make you happier. And it's really, really hard to find. Really hard to find. It's purpose that we're all looking for. So I want you guys to ask yourselves after watching this presentation, like, did it tug at your heart? Did you start to think about who you could help? What kind of difference you would make, and how would it make? What kind of a difference would it make in your life? And then did you think about your fears? Because a lot of times I think when we do these presentations, people are like, well, but what if I do it and people laugh at me? What if I do it and I suck? What if I do it and I don't sign anybody up? And I want you guys to think about this, because a lot of times when we have fears about something, they're very, very unrealistic, and they don't even make sense. Like I remember when I thought about signing up as a coach, I was like, well, what if nobody signs up? And what if when I sign them up, they think I suck? Like, that's not even, like, that doesn't even make sense. If I'm not signing anybody up, how are they going to think I suck? Like, I don't have anybody. So a lot of times when we do, well, I don't know why we do these things for ourselves, but if you have fears, I encourage you to, like, really think about what are your fears? Why are you scared of these things? And then think about, what is your why? What do you want for your life? Like, what is your vision? And like I said, what mountains are you climbing at this time that are helping you get to the top of that mountain so you can have a vision for your life? Because a lot of people go through life like hamsters on a wheel. They just spin, and I'll be the first one to tell you guys that, because now I've had a lot of time to sit on my butt and appreciate this broken leg that I've had. And I've been able to really take a look from the outside in. And so many people are just spinning. They're just spinning like hamsters on a wheel. They have no idea where they're going. They go from work to home, to kids, to school, and they're just going, but they have no direction. It's like they're just going. And I encourage you guys, that is not a way to live. You need purpose in your life, and you need to figure out what success looks like to you, and you need to be going after that day after day, because that is what's going to fulfill you. fulfillment is something that very little people, not even rich people, have it. It really is something that's only achieved through purpose, a purpose filled life. That's what everybody's looking for and everybody needs. And that's what this opportunity has given me. So I really want to encourage you guys, as passionate as I am about this, to really give it a good thought. It may not be for you. And if it's not for you, that's awesome. Bless you and like love you just the same way. Definitely is not for everybody. But if it is for you, don't let your fears speak louder than you know, your why, that desire in your heart to do something for yourself and to do something for others, because it's really what's going to bring happiness to your life. So that is all I have. Do you want to say anything else, Kristen?
Yeah, and I just want to add to what Bianca was saying. If it's not for you, maybe you know somebody who is in a deep state of depression like I was. Maybe you know somebody who has lost a family member to a heart attack or a stroke or something that was unexpected and caused a wrench in their family dynamic. Maybe you know somebody who is, you know, lost their home or they're drowning in credit card debt, and they keep saying they want to lose weight, but at the end of the day, they have so much distractions by things that they can't control or that are out of control from compounded habits, like it was for me from nursing school to going to a job. And those are the people that really will resonate to our stories and to our mission, I think, more so than anybody else. So again, if this is not for you, I want you to dig deep inside and figure out or ask yourself, do I know somebody that this may benefit? Do I know somebody who found amazing nurses who love people so much that they want to see them succeed, that sometimes we pull the mom string where we believe in people so much and we know they're not pushing to their full potential, and we know that they're limiting themselves with the belief system that they've created, and we get like, oh, what can we do to get to you? And those people, they become our lifers, our challengers. They may not always become coaches. They may just hang out, but they're there. We run these groups every month and have since October of 2013. So you're always going to have into our support system. And we want to offer that to you, your families, your communities, and people that you may come across. So please feel free to name drop. We love referral systems as well, and compensating back for those who send people our way, and anything that we can do in return, whether you're a small business or maybe you have a startup business with, you know, whatever it may be, we are here to help and to serve. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really enjoyed it. And can't wait to hear from a lot of you that were interested in this call. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I know even if it is only half an hour long, it still takes time. Nobody even has, it's one of those things, like not even half an hour do we have anymore, right? So we really appreciate you guys taking the time to join us. And we really hope to be, you know, welcoming you into our team if you decide that the opportunity is for you. So to end that, if you're watching this and maybe one of us wasn't the person that invited you here, so I want to encourage you, if you're interested, to go ahead and reach out to them. Let them know what about the opportunity interests you. We would love to hear any feedback, if we could have been more clear on anything. So, you know, even if it's not for you, please reach out to us and let us know what you thought of the call. And if you are interested in joining the team, like Kristen said, this is a really good opportunity. You would have to ASAP get your challenge pack so that you can get started with our VIP challenge group that starts on Monday. We'd love to have you. Great opportunity for everybody. So thank you so much, y'all. Have a great night.
Bye, guys.